today I want to talk about something that a lot of people are intimidated by, and once I've switched over, this is pretty much all I use because it's simple and easy to maintenance. The 101 on AN fittings. A lot of people use hardline. I still use hardline for brake lines because when it comes to AN hose, they tend to expand a little bit, but for fuel lines, transmission lines, oil lines, all that stuff, I do use AN hose and stuff like that in fittings now. And I've actually moved away from hard lines. Now, hard lines is pretty cheap, but then you have to deal with bending it, flaring it, or whatever you're doing with it. And once it goes bad, like a fitting gets stripped out, or you need to reflare it or put a new fitting on it, if you have to take it off, it's usually a pain in the butt, in my experience, especially when you're working on a car like us. And AN style hoses and fittings just look so much better than hardline. You have a ton of different sizes, a lot of different slangs for this type of hose and fittings, but it's actually AN, and that is short for Army Navy hoses and fittings. These things are super easy to maintain, and they're super awesome to run. Like I said, you can get them in black, you can get them in silver. This make your engine bay look cool. You can get different color fittings and stuff like that. So simple to run and put together. No thread tapes. You just put the fittings in and you screw them together. One thing you have to watch, this is what was intimidated me when I started messing with this kind of hose, is hardline tubing. It goes by the outside diameter. So it would go by the outside. They would measure it from the outside diameter. AN line is measured by ID, so inside diameter. So you have to watch out for that. I have a sizing chart on here and everything, but once you learn this, it's super simple and you'll never go back. Trust me, you'll love this stuff. Range in a bunch of different sizes, so you won't have to worry about, like, if you need one for your transmission cooler or if you need one for power steering or stuff like that. They have everything you would ever need. Now, a lot of things that people get confused with is they'll go get fittings from the hardware store or the parts store, like SAE fitting, or they'll go to the hardware store and get a pipe fitting, threads, and they'll try to use it with an AN fitting. Now, don't get me wrong, you can use it with an AN fitting, but you have to buy the adapter to adapt it to an AN fitting. One side would be pipe thread, of course, and then the other side would be an AN fitting, just whatever your application is. But don't get confused with that, because I see a lot of times people will go and get those fittings and try to adapt it to these because they look the same. Problem is, it's not the same. It's actually an AN fitting is a 37 degrees flare. Okay, so if you get something that has a 37 degrees flare, it'll work. But as far as like pipe fittings, and I know SAE fittings, they're a 45 degree flare, and some of the fittings won't fit. And I'll see a lot of times people will put thread tape on AN fittings. Don't do that, because it's not supposed to have thread tape on it, because your threads is not what seals on the AN fitting. It's the I'll get you up closer here. It's actually the flare. So this has a sealing surface in it. It's flared, and this is tapered, and this, when you tighten it down, is what seals it off. It doesn't take thread tape, okay? It doesn't take none of that. So you have different kind of fittings you can use. I mean, you have all kinds of adapters. This is an adapter for a turbo 350. This is a straight thread that goes into the transmission, and then I'll be able to put this side in the transmission, and I'll be able to tighten this down, and I'll have a transmission line. A lot of people don't want to take fittings off their transmission. They're scared to do that, which I can understand why, because a lot of old timers, they would split the cases on old transmissions because they would use a tapered thread and tighten them all the way down and crack the case. Let's say you don't want to fool around with taking stuff off the transmission, and you just want a little short piece of hose about that long off your transmission. Nobody sees underneath your car. You'll say, well, I'll snip it there, and I'll run the AN tubing and fittings from there. But you're like, oh man, this is where I would get confused. I would be like, man, what do I got to do to adapt this? Or what do I got to do to do this? Like I said, I went straight into the transmission, run all the way to my oil cooler with AN tubing and fittings. But if you want to do it this way, you can. You can buy an adapter. You can actually screw this on there. It mates up perfect. And now you can put a rubber hose on that. And maybe you'll have that long of a rubber hose from your transmission. And then you can go ahead and run this up the top. There's 1,000 different ways you can run AN fittings in line. This is just a 101 to get you to understand that it's not hard to do. I think my biggest problem was when I would watch videos, they would be like fancy shops and they'd have fancy tools and stuff like that, and it would kind of intimidate me. Now that I've used it, it's actually super easy and I love it. So if you're thinking about using AN fittings and tubing, definitely do so, because it looks better than hardline. Hardline just looks outdated and old school, and it's more problematic. And there's tons of fittings for AN. And the best part about it, if you're having a problem with your fuel system, or if you have it hooked to your carburetor or so on, you don't have to fool around with maybe the line, your hard line sees. Your gas line sometimes will seize, and you go to turn it and it twists the metal line. Best thing about AN fittings, you just unscrew the fitting, you're good. It doesn't ruin anything. It just always remember that. It's a lot easier to maintenance, a lot easier to do. You can even make dipsticks out of it, and it makes it look really cool and fancy. Tons of stuff. If you guys want to see me put tubing together, how to put the fittings and stuff on that, I can do that also. But this was just a little video to show you guys, hey, this stuff's pretty easy to screw with. It's not hard at all, and it will save your life, and it's painless. A little bit more expensive, but it's painless. No bending around stuff. You can route it how you want, however you want to run it. It looks good. It doesn't clutter a bunch of stuff up with a bunch of metal lines going everywhere. The stuff works really well. It's easy. It's nothing new. I just wanted to show you guys that I can do it. You can do it, because I do everything in my backyard. It seems like a lot of people that do this stuff's in a fancy shop and they have fancy tools. You don't even need fancy tools to put the fittings on the hose. I use a thumb wrench. So easy stuff to work with. I love it. It makes your engine bay look pretty cool. If you guys got any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time.